Hey, it's Marina, the Trader Chick, and today I want to talk about something really important: success and your day trading. Because a lot of people want to be successful day traders, but they don't understand the full understanding of what success even represents. And today I want to talk about success and being a successful day trader. Are you guys ready to be a successful day trader? So watch the video because you're going to get some really important and very easy to implement tips. Let's go. Okay, so let's talk about success, because a lot of people believe that we are born successful. Here's the thing, guys. Successful people are not born that way. They become successful by establishing the habit of doing things that unsuccessful people don't like to do. And that's the reality. Everybody wants to be a millionaire day trader. Oh my God, the amount of emails I get. I want to make $500 a day. I want to make $1,000 a day. They've never even read a chart. They don't know the basics of a chart. They don't have a strategy. They're losing money. And when I tell them, well, why don't we begin with building your success habits and maybe starting with making $50 a day? Oh my God, $50 no. I'm like, how much are you making now? So you expect to go from negative $100 to $300 per day to $1,000 without doing any of the work? Guess what, dude? You're not going to be successful because you want the shortcut. And there are no shortcuts, because here's the reality, guys. If it was easy, we'd all be doing it. Successful people are the sum of their habits. So your habits, your rituals, your discipline comes from the sum of your habits. And that is something that is the truth. Success does not come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. What you do every time you sit in front of your chart, every time you are ready to sit in front of your charts, every time you sit down to prepare your charts, every time you train for your trading. It's the consistency, okay? And again, it is the sum of your whole part, right? We start and what the habits are. I have videos for you guys. Make sure that you check them out that talk about preparation for your trading. Before you start the trading, those successful habits that a lot of people are implementing and are successful. And the funny thing is, and the reality is, they're not hard. All of us can do it, but we have to commit to doing them. And once you commit to doing them and start doing them consistently, you'll walk this staircase and get to that success. I guarantee that. You need to prepare yourself for the trading day. I have an entire video, make sure you watch it, how to prepare yourself for the trading day. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. And that, my people, is the truth. If you are just going to sit and start shooting and don't know what you're doing, you're just donating your money to the market. You might as well take that money and actually donate it to really good causes. Instead of blaming the market, it's you. And it could all be eliminated. There are warm-ups. Just like when you want to run in the marathon, you might have trained like a madman or a madwoman for that marathon. But when you arrive at the marathon and just go, guess what? Your body is cold within a few miles. You're going to probably hurt your hamstring. You're going to pull your calf. You're going to have a cramp. And guess what? You're out of the game. You're out of the marathon because you didn't do the warm-up. You didn't stretch. You didn't warm up your muscles. You didn't do the habit that gets the real marathoners to finish and consistently win, right? You need to do it. Why is it that it's understandable that runners have a 4-minute warm-up or whatever their warm-up is, right? Those are the successful ones. It's a known thing. Guess what? It's a habit. This is what a habit looks like. And traders can set the same types of habits and warm themselves up so they are ready and not just going in cold and shooting stupidly. Clearing your mind. That is a habit. People are not born with clear minds. We all have shit rolling around in there. You need to clear your mind. That is a habit. That is a habit that you implement every day. And again, I have videos showing you exactly how to do that so you could really understand, and they're not hard. And some of them only take you 2 to 3 minutes to do before you actually trade. But those 2 or 3 minutes is definitely going to be the difference between a successful trader and a losing trader. Which one are you? All right. Now, when your mind is exploding and it's not clear, you're not going to trade well. Make sure that you are doing it properly. And this also works with mindful breathing. Breathing exercises. Again, I have many videos really talking about this. This is all part of that prep work, that success, and all successful people will say that they have different habits, including clearing their minds, including breath work, including warm-ups. This is not just for trading. This is all around people. For traders, we do need to be on top of the news. We need to know what's going on. We need to be ready to see what is happening in the day so that we can stay away from the news. And this is a habit. It is not something that, oh, maybe. This is a habit that is consistently implemented every single day. I never open up my chart until I check the news to see. Because if I'm in a trade and it goes all wonky on me, all erratic, I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, and I've lost because of that. And then I look to see, oh, but there was a news item. I could have completely avoided it. And it's that easy. It's literally that easy. A man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. What does that mean? The small habits allow us to move mountains. And those habits need to be consistently implemented on a daily basis. Mindset. Mindset, mindset, mindset. This is all part of your habits. You need to be working on your mindset, right? You need to have your mindset and your goals, and they're called SMART goals, in place. This is part of those habits. You have to have, it's called SMART, right? So be specific what your goal is. Make it measurable. Do not tell me you want $1,000 per day when you're barely even making break even. Be smart. Why not start with $50 per day? Why not be measurable? How about attainable? Is $1,000 attainable per day when you're in the negatives? Make it attainable, guys. Get real. Be realistic. That's a successful person. Make it attainable. Make it measurable. Relevant. Again. You're losing negative $300 per day, barely breaking even, and you're sitting here crying that you want a $500 and you're entitled to it. Make it relevant. And again, time. Day traders, we can only handle a certain amount of time per day until our mind starts to fizzle out and we have no more energy. So be relevant. Understand what is a measurable time frame for you, because otherwise, you're not going to be real. You're not going to be successful. Okay? It's about making those good decisions. And if you are telling me you're going to make $1,000 a day and you're in the negative 300, you're not going to be making any good decisions because you're going to be making reactive, emotional, stupid decisions. And that's the reality. And then chart time. You need that chart time. You cannot just open up your chart and start taking trades. You need to understand what is happening. Sit. Give yourself that time before you start. And that is part of that goal, those success habits. I always give 5 to 10 minutes of staring at the chart, even if there's presumably trades that I should be taking. But I'm not gonna, because my habit is sitting and looking at the chart before I jump in. And you need to trust your strategy. And when I say trust your strategy and yourself, at this point, it is not about trusting what's in front of you. It's trusting the work that you have done. And if you're sitting here and you haven't done any work, then you know what? You need to lose. Because you have not done any work. You are not taking this seriously. Everything that requires big rewards have to have the work done. And the way we do that is through the trust, right? If your son has an appendix that needs to be taken out and you arrive to the hospital and the doctor who comes to them doesn't have a clue how to do this, do you think they're going to be trusting a procedure or having confidence? First of all, you'd never let them touch your kid, right? But the doctors that my son had his appendix out, and the doctor we've met at this point has done thousands of these, he had such a confidence and such a trust in his procedure that we totally trusted him. And guess what? It was a complete success. But it wasn't something that he just jumped into. He has strategy. He has his habits. He is a success due to the sum of all those parts. Are you one of those, or you're just pretending? And discipline. Discipline is a word that we throw around all the time. But guess what? It is, again, the sum of the parts. We have the habits in place. We have our training in place. We have our moments that we are understanding what is happening, and we are realistic. And that is part of the discipline. Discipline is everything. And it's not just, you don't just gain it, you work on it. And mindfulness. Everything that we just talked about comes through that. Meditation, the breath work, being here in the moment, clearing your mind, reducing your stress from the outside world so that you can focus on here. This is all part of the success. And again, it doesn't matter if you are a Uber driver who's successful, because if you're not in that moment, you're going to be crashing, a pro athlete or a pro trader. It's all part of the work, guys, and this is what success looks like. If you're not willing to put in the work, it's never going to happen. This guy, I don't know if you have seen the movie Free Solo. I mean, he climbed 3,000 feet without any rope. And people are like, oh my God, he just did it. He says it 1,000 times in the video. Took him 10 years to get there. 10 years. He did the work. He has brought everything to that moment, and that's why he's a success, and that's why we all know of him. And this is what it is, and it's so frustrating to hear people say, I want to be successful, and not put it in any of the work. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but it is a habit. Please understand that. And stop fooling yourselves if you're not ready to put in the work. You will never be a good trader if you're not willing to put in the work. And it's not that hard, guys. It doesn't take that much time, and those habits become a natural part of you. And guess what? You can take those habits to the rest of your world, because the rest of your life is also the sum of your habits. All right, are you ready to download your success into your brain? Let's do it, guys. This is where it's all about. How do you do that? Through a checklist. Start with a checklist. Checklist work. Have your checklist. Whatever your habits that you want to start to really work on, start doing them daily. Have a small one. Maybe start with like 2 or 3 at first, but get started. And then let's start trading. Now, I want to know below, what are your success habits? What do you consistently do? What makes you a success at whatever you are doing? Please comment below. Let's share so that the community really sees what other people are doing. It's so helpful for everybody. And make sure to subscribe. And I have videos going into each one of these in a lot of detail. Okay, so that you guys can really implement and really learn how to do all of this. So comment below, make sure you subscribe, hit on that notification button. All right, guys, let's get ready and let's start trading successfully. And I'm here to help you. I'm Marina, the Trader Chick, simplifying your day trading.